Start streaming. Act 3. Buddy. Had to borrow his car. Okay. Well, that wouldn't be bad.
And I'm off.
Alright. Well, yeah, anytime you want to go and do that, that's fine.
We should catch up.
Hey, buddy.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Oh yeah, Lae'zel gets way better as you go. But yeah.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Ah. Oh wait, shit. I should have said no. Oh well.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you.
Not actually.
Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind.
Hold on. Someone in camp wanted to talk to me.
One move ahead.
Don't know who. Someone.
Let's chew the fat.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Soluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you're sure. Fine.
Speaking of which, gotta replace you for a star yet.
Easy enough.
Gotta pick some berries, very important.
Hey!
Hey!
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
Oh, it's Astarion that wanted to talk to me anyway.
What's on your mind?
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better. Look, I appreciate that. I'm very grateful, of course. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. My, you sweetheart. Then there isn't a moment to waste. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. Hello, my dear. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Yeah, we're not gonna let him ascend.
Fate, spin. Dost thou require a new...
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High, darling Isabel, is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorn, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorn never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly, but Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief, and she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
She's pretty intense. Yeah, she could find Birdie.
Let's see.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. If the Dream Visitor speaks true, then the entire Sword Coast is under threat. It will take a true hero to save it. But is that really you? You who are a plaything for a Cambion. You who bear the face of a devil. Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? And what of your father? Will you tear him away from the Elder Brain's clutches? Or allow him to suffer? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join power.
We're under attack! Help me!
0 damage. Nice.
Die, you little harborer!
Got it.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
No time to waste. A rough tempest I will raise.
Stavki! For Orpheus!
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Jimmy on the go.
Finding my way. Lance board is set. It shall be done.
Here goes.
That orb's going to blow. And soon.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
You have my attention.
Don't burn yourself.
Sharp as ever. Oh, I have the magic touch.
move, let me recite their demise.
Gods, it's hot in here. Let's cover the fire, baby. Eat it.
You will be cleansed.
Death is but a word away.
Heating up.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
2 steps at a time.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry. I can't hold them back alone.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger. The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackhead's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me. The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now! Together, we can turn the tide.
Knight to King 5.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Count on me.
Destroy the honor guard.
What fools these mortals be.
Some blood. This is gonna feel good. Down the hatch.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
A mind flayer? How is this possible? Gods, we've been so blind.
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer, I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure, to a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an Illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not? I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But in case you change your mind... look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Sharp as ever. I'm sure you're perfectly delightful. I can't talk right now. This better be good. One move ahead.
Well, hello.
Your parasite communes with Laysel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshes teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. What about him? The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves. The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign. Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn,
She has
the
white
less
hair.
I understand
Don't worry about it.
why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
She dyed her hair. Yeah. But yeah, I prefer her black hair for sure. Oh yeah. Let's see. In the gameplay. Yes. Okay, it is set to max.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her.
No. No, no, don't do that.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are. Yeah, I had the same thought. So much has happened between then and now. Maybe we just got a little caught up in it all. But I'm not going anywhere. I've got plans for the future, you know, and they involve you.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
Hey Gale, you want to become a...
I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. You've not taken this power for yourself. So I can only wonder, why offer it to me?
I'm letting Gale get some power.
If this is what the fates have offered to aid our cause, then who am I to refuse? I'll take your tadpole. Let's see what it has to offer.
It's very strong with Gale.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Let me work my magic.
Ah, he looks fine now, see?
How can I help? One with the weave.
And yeah, so this opens up the Illithid skill tree. Which has stuff in it that I want. And so these are all the parasites that we gathered throughout the game. You can use them to learn more skills. Ignore the fact that, you know, it's getting all mushy. That doesn't matter. And now look, Gale can fly.
A hero at heart.
Anyway, Gale.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime.
Keeping pace.
I know, I'm the worst. But I want to take Jahira for a bit.
Time for a chat.
Well, are we ready for the road once more? That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best. As you wish.
Let me see something real quick.
Let us show them how it's done.
Okay.
I go where I'm told.
Alright, Chihiro. We already have one druid. You're getting respect.
What's going on?
Ah, I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my... As
Nothing strength, nothing charisma.
At your command.
probably better just do Bard again so I get the feet. Okay.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Ever onward.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. Yenna! And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the
A
other.
word, if I may.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. For now, but I can't let you pass. We might have repelled an advance party, but they'll strike again.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
By the gory gods, what's all that shaking about?
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hell's...
That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these stuffy outlanders? Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us!
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. You're a true Baldurian, I can tell. You must understand why we need to keep these strays out of our city. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
Oh, hi! If you're here to save with me again. I don't really need to be saved right now. Good thing, huh? Bye.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing. Would I try to fool a Sharpie like you? Have a look.
I actually do want this. There you go. And whatever
Story.
I want some of this.
Well, hello.
Wherever we go, we gods,
Stay away from
let there
trap
be something
chests.
green.
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything
God,
to
look at this
donate,
guy's
you can get
nose.
going. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
Really? I prefer my company. Extraordinary.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course. Charity is a luxury. Fickle, occasional gestures from guilty hearts. I run a business. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you can't eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold. Your point being?
Just a little singe, eh, Scotty?
How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
I bet somebody drank it, Ma.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
I'm really worried about Umi.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
We made it through hell, twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and well, folk aren't feeling too generous. That might be the simplest approach. Unfortunately, not everyone sees it that way. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. What peace. If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say? Tell them! I'll cut out their eyes and make them watch!
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
A shapeshifter. Orin can take any form she pleases, including ours.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
Okay.
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages, a lot.
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
That's curious.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood tomorrow.
Brechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You join us as we honor our fallen dead. You're a bright light on a dark day. Even you, my erstwhile quarry.
Oh, hello again.
Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im orak nete. Krasinetra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
There are so few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can love.
Then we should end it on our...
Take the wood from the cart too.
Child drowning, don't worry about it.
If nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
Bloody savages, a lot of them. We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us. What will we wear while we're washing them? We only got away with what we have on.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
If we get caught sneaking in, maybe it has something to do. A few days in a jail cell. At least we'd have a bed.
Let me have a little peace and quiet, won't you?
That's curious.
Ground shaking again. Can't say I like it.
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
It's worth a look.
This is
There must be
front-page
something.
material.
Aren't you? I knew there was a story here. And there you are, the hero of the hour, walking right up to me. The name's Lens, reporter with the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Care to do a quick interview? You, of course. News travels fast in this city, and after your exploits, you're quite the celebrity. This interview will be our biggest issue yet. It won't take more than 2 moments of your time. If you play your cards right, this could make the cover. I just need some extra details. So, you've arrived at Baldur's Gate. What's brought you here at a time like this? And any family would be proud to have such a son representing them. Especially after your exploits in the Shadow-Cursed lands. My sources tell me you recently vanquished the fearsome General Ketheric Thorm. How did you manage that? Defying the gods themselves. I had no idea. Taking out one of the Absolute's generals was no mean feat. You must feel confident for the battles ahead. The cult's threat is far from extinguished. What's your plan of attack? Gortash, maybe. You'll find me much harder to kill.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. You shed your secrets
Right.
so easily. No matter. Your clumsy purpose is clear enough already. Gortash knows you are coming, knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
Orin's playing games. What's she after?
There must be something.
I said, step back!
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
Bet you want to know all about Stelmane's murder? Hottest topic in Rivington. Apart from the March of the Absolute's army, I suppose. Got today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one? Excellent. You enjoy that one, all right? It's really gory.
Helpless, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days. Lost my
I'm shooting them. They take your gold, but they leave your ring.
Buddy the dog, what's the rush, so?
And for what? You didn't even fight back. I tried.
Yeah, oh, my boy.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Marcia?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs, and makes more of a mess. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Hi. Yeah, I'm caring for the courier dogs. Mahia's my boss. She's mean, but Dad says she'll toughen me up. She's an educator. She says if somebody doesn't listen, shout louder. And if they still don't listen, fetch the rod.
Dringo, get back to work. And you, what do you want? This is a private yard.
Mistress says not to talk to strangers.
I'm under strict orders to speak to no outsiders. I am also forbidden from receiving scratches, scritches, and belly rubs.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
What a good boy. She's just gonna check him over for worms or whatever.
I should send you back to the fish pit. You again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning.
So close.
Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
Scaredy cat.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
It's all. I did not know that summoned Scratch. That's so funny.
Defender of the people. Heading out. Sure, why not?
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells. Indeed. And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
What a good boy.
There's no point arguing with the guards. You should do the same.
What have we here?
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Chianfa. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day. Damned awful business. Fine flyers, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. They're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the Blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
The priests will open the temple up again. You will see. They're good people. Holy people.
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
I still can't believe anyone would murder Father Logan.
There's enough blood to make a believer out of anyone.
That Ilmater's grace. Must you be so insensitive? Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. I wouldn't go that far, but the investigator is being particularly challenging right now. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our High Priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder, and is content to blame Brilgor. the politically convenient target. Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power...
They make a fine target for the real culprit, too. Unlikely to be missed, where they weren't wanted to begin with.
Well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Charetta's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. What do you want to know? Slowly. Logan was a good man, if naive. He deserved better. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf, dressed in red. Hiding Brilgor from fists. Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will. Took him to the tunnel with the rest. Oh, fool, fool.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I'm telling you, necromancers would make the best investigators in this world.
Careful. There are traps about.
Hmm? No rest. Be you wicked
or wise.
Sharp as ever. Checking things out.
Let's move.
For the fallen. Bring me into battle. Let's see.
In position.
Coming through.
Always this same old song. Quickly.
There's blood in the air. This way. This is my time. Coming through.
Shapeshifter. Beautiful, but terrifying.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
No. Baldur did. Splendid. Kill. Our blood-red dwarf. Tricky. Hungry.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Yes. But wants more. Transcendence.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
only a broken mind.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
True.
I love surprises.
Caked in blood. This must be the instrument of Logan's murder.
Someone there?
A hero at heart. Best foot forward.
Dead. Every last one. I'm sure Father Logan did what he could.
Easy enough. What's this now? Let's chew the fat.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day. Ready by the door.
Hi! Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? Oh, yay!
What a charmer.
Put on. There you go.
watch your back.
Whatever it takes. Work to be done. Want more? Want less? Wanna sell? Wanna buy? You know where I am. Bye! Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp.
Where am I needed?
No refugees.
No.
Starve there.
Pillows. Let's sneak into the
Most easy to
circus.
sleep indoors for once.
Zog said to leave, so we're leaving. End of story.
Of course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes. How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No light.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
Sorry, Karlak wants in.
Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun, and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Enjoying the show? Then you're going to love Dribbles. He's about to perform on stage.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Yes, yes, yes! Let's do it!
I love her so much.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. Glorious. Your bond is sweeter than nature's dew. I see you, know you. But do you know one another? Karlak. Her fire within can incinerate an enemy or warm a beloved. Listen. Think. Who does she loathe above all others?
Me.
Just the sound of his name makes my blood boil. Probably literally. Can't stand the fucker. Ding ding!
Your bond beats in pleasure. It is an honor to behold. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what is her idea of a perfect day?
You know me too well.
Our touch has been that of sunlight. But now we must look beyond. To the uncertain. To the future. A decade from now, what will the mighty Karlak do? Where will she be?
Kids, huh? I don't know. How about a really mean goat? But I don't know. Things can change, I guess. I've heard. You really know me, don't you? It's wild. In so many ways, we barely know each other. But where it counts, you're deeper in my head than that tadpole.
I press my finger to your bond and find a shield. Impenetrable. It is beautiful. Your love is one few have. Cherish it. Go in peace, seedlings. And know that you made one whose heart was long quiet, beat with love and you.
Adorable.
Soldier?
I demand a kiss.
Go on. Oh, yes.
I want to make everyone else just watch in the background.
Swoon.
You realize she is trying to tell you something. That is all.
Keep your distance, darling.
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
Defender of the people.
Hello, my dear.
Keeping pace.
Approach, ugly one. Yes, behold, Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot. No more questions. Spin or don't. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew.
Who has the highest perception? Say anyone? Yeah, here we go. +7, +5, so just here.
Hello there.
Behold, spin! To win, let us...
Oh my god.
Alas! No! You are well...
When am I needed?
Anyway, the genie's cheating.
Found only in the most exotic of planes.
The pride of the gate.
Will the wheel of wonders. You failed to win the grand prize, but fear not, grotesque one. Try again. Be victorious. Yes! You will win the jackpot this time. I am sure of it. Impossible. You thief! You cheated! You dare! Enjoy the jackpot, muley curd!
A genie trick. Where else did I unlock?
Battle favors the fearless. my time. Finding my way. Battle favors the fearless. Forever dauntless. No holding back. On the victor's path.
Oh, can you guys not get up here? This is hilarious. Get fucking wrecked. That's one way to win this, I guess. Alright, let's go give him a fair fight. Damn, I'm so good. I killed him in one hit.
Heading out.
Ugh. This ring is really good. It's going on Shihira. out of spells anyway, but... Why would you... What are you doing?
Just a peek.
Oh, he just like... He climbed down a cliff and then jumped down it a second time. So, just Will being dumb.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, you can just walk. Okay.
What have we here?
Ha ha! How did the despicable cheater enjoy his vacation? You have my ring. That is reward enough. Now be gone. Akabi is bored of you.
Don't touch me. Oh, for a skeleton king.
The pride of the gate.
And this weapon is really good for Karlach.
Am I needed? 2 steps at a time. Let's chew the fat.
Ah! Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris, put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me. These 3 make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling.
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice. Oh, lots of times. The beasts ate a kiddo the other day, and I got some good stuffs. I mean, circus is safe. Do not worry. Yes. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you.
What's cooking?
Nature's servant awaits.
Wanna dance?
Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon.
Yeah, now in camp I'll look like this. Way better.
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations. Or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service. Bony, at your service. That there is my darling wife, Stony. Is she not magnificent? I know! It's wondrous! Now, what can I do for you? Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing caught your eye? I shan't tell my wife. She'd be most upset.
How much is it to get a statue of myself?
The adventurer return. Oh, my wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite. Then feel free to browse our workshop, but be...
5,000, huh? I can do that. I need a statue, Becca.
Maybe later, Peanut. He doesn't...
Another. Good. My time comes. I will show you. All of you.
friend. They laugh. They shine with innocence. But it is a lie. Every one of you is vicious. Cruel. You kill my mate. Steal my cubs. I roar. Break my cage. And then you die. You all die!
Hunger. My stomach screams. Press your flesh through bars. And blood breaks.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
What? Shut up.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
A prickling hum runs through your very being. Your patron does not trust this clown. Not one bit.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
You think I haven't mounted a stage before? Don't be warned, clown. If you mean to throw knives, I will throw them back.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect!
Oh, you understand the nature of a secret organization, yes?
Now, you're very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. You better bleed. Is this part of the show? Praise the Absolute.
Sounds like fun.
Orders.
comes the punchline!
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Good idea, Karlak.
Oh, shit. Forgot about the AoE damage on that.
Let my enemies fall.
By your command.
Let's turn someone inside out. With pleasure.
Another shifter.
You fight good. Doppelganger, not so good. You started that fight. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. You're a monster.
I didn't.
Tribbles? He can't be dead.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I saw in your eyes what I see in my own. Death. To sow chaos. It is his will.
You feel a rush of power, dark and insidious. Something prevents the corpse from answering.
I killed him. Bathed in his blood. A death worthy of the list. Of the tribunal. The greatest honor of them all.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
And here I go. Checking things out.
Why do you have to go missing now of all times?
A word, if I may.
You freed me from hunger's lust. Forgive me. I was close to killing you, killing everyone. I am ashamed. The circus is my family. They rescued me when I was but a youngling. They did not starve me. The other did. He wore the face of Dribbles, of a saint, of a stranger. He taunted me, waving bloodied rags under my nose. My mind was worn from the hunger. Thank you for calming me before I hurt my family.
Now of all times. Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. When you run a plain-hopping circus of ragtags and ruffians, few things faze you. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus, but I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? Oh well, at least he won't complain about extra rehearsals anymore. Find his corpse for me, will you, darling? I'll resurrect him. The show must go on after all. Perhaps I'll make some improvements along the way. That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
The, attack is nothing to worry about. Madame Lucretius has everything under control. Enjoy the circus.
Okay. Save here.
Get your shinies and treacle! That drow's nose was as crooked as you carved, my darling. He was simply in danger. I am not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do. I promise. Papa sells good things. Oh, darling,
on its